Hello! I have a scrap of 8/4 black walnut here. It's not particularly consistent in its dimensions. Considerably thicker on this side than it is on that side, but I'm sure we'll be able to deal with that. So it measures about 4 1/4 inches long by 2 5/8 inches wide. It's just an offcut from something. I don't even remember what I did with the rest of that piece of wood, but rather than throw it in the scrap bin, I'll see if I can't make something out of it. So looks like this is the flattest surface as compared to this surface anyway. This has got quite a dip in it. So I'll make that, this surface will be the top of my project, and I'm going to start out by mounting it that way so I can turn the bottom of it, and then I'll be able to turn it around and turn the top. So I want to lay out my initial mount on this face. So 2 5/8 divided by 2 is 1 5/16. And four 1/4 divided by 2 is 2 1/8. So the middle would be about there. But I don't think I want to mount it on the middle that way. I think I'll turn that off center. So I'm actually going to mount it, a piece this long. I'm going to go, hey, let's be wild, I'm going to go 5/8 of an inch off center. That's a lot. So I'm 1 9/16. I'm still further from this edge, from this end, than I am from either of these two edges. In other words, if I were to put the point of a compass there and draw a circle that was touching these two sides, it wouldn't be touching that side. So that should be alright. So when I make the base, I'll be able to make a base, or foot if you will, that is large enough in diameter to support the unbalanced wing. At least I think so. We'll find out. So I will just make a dimple there to make it easier to start my mortise on center. So I'm going to take that to the drill press and bore a 1 inch hole. Hopefully I can shim it enough to get that face horizontal under the drill bit. Okay, so I have a 1-inch hole board that will go over the smallest step on my step jaws here, and the face of the blank will seat against the face of the second step, which will help to stabilize it rather than just having the smallest step bottomed out in the hole. Alright, and speed. That's off center, so obviously it's not balanced. This end is heavier. Imagine that. So that's one reason I'm using a small piece of wood for this. I think the wood is small enough that I'll still be able to turn that at a fair speed without getting an unacceptable level of vibration. So I'm going to try starting it out at 1000 RPM and see what kind of vibration we get. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad at all, so I'm going to try speeding it up a bit. Alright. Now hopefully that rumbling noise is coming across on the camera microphone. So that tells me that I am past the point where I want to start turning that. I want to slow it back down until that noise disappears. And maybe a little bit beyond. So that seems to be all right there. Once I have removed a lot of the wood out on this wing, I may be able to speed it up if I feel it's necessary, but that seems to be a pretty good speed for it, and that for this piece of wood at this weight and that amount of offset, that happens to be 1300 RPM. The next piece of wood, I might not be able to spin that fast, or I might be able to spin it faster. You just have to find a happy medium there. So, I'm going to level this face, try and make it parallel with the other face.